Do you have knee pain when going up or down stairs? First, let's look at your mechanics when using stairs. Do you stick your butt back or do you tuck your hips underneath you? If you stick your butt back, try tucking your pelvis instead. Sometimes this is all you need to do to get relief in your knee with stairs. If you still feel pain in your knee with a tucked pelvis, let's look at this as a muscular issue, not a mechanical issue. Try this simple test. Stand upright, pelvis tucked, and lift the painful knee. Take note of how high it goes. Set your foot down, now lift the non-painful knee. Does the painful knee go higher or lower than the non-painful knee? If the painful knee goes higher, it could be a strength or muscle activation issue. If the painful knee doesn't go as high, it could be a mobility issue. If the painful knee doesn't go as high, try this routine. Foam roll the top of the quads of the painful knee for 60 to 90 seconds. You're hunting for an owie spot. When you found an owie spot, a spot that's more painful than the others, you're going to pause on it, then flex and extend your knee, the one that's on the foam roller, 5 times, then continue rolling until you come across the next owie spot. Keep repeating this while searching for owie spots for 60 to 90 seconds. Make sure you keep the foam roller below your hip and 2 to 3 inches above your kneecap. Once you've rolled the top of the quads, now it's time to go to the lateral or outer part of the upper leg. You don't want to roll the absolute side of the leg, but rotate 1 to 2 inches towards the middle of the leg. You're going to hunt for owie spots here, just like you did for the top of your leg. Take 60 to 90 seconds hunting for owie spots. Once you found one, stay on that spot while you bend and straighten your knee 5 times, then continue to the next owie spot. Remember, 60 to 90 seconds staying below your hip and 2 to 3 inches above your kneecap. Once you're done foam rolling, reassess. The word reassess looks like re-asses. Once you're done foam rolling, reassess if you're able to walk up and down stairs without pain. If your knee feels better, good job, you're done for now. But if it doesn't, try the half kneeling modified couch stretch, the regular couch stretch, or the bench supine quad stretch. To do each of these, you want to make sure you keep your pelvis tucked underneath you and squeeze the butt cheek of the leg that's down. This should give you an obnoxious stretch on the front of your leg. For bonus points, raise the same side arm of the leg that's getting stretched. For super bonus points, side bend away from the leg that's stretching. Whichever variation you choose, hold the obnoxious stretch for 10 seconds, relax everything for a few seconds, then do it again for a total of 5 reps. Don't have a bench? Use a couch instead. Don't have a couch? Go to a park to use a bench. I'm sure you have at least one of those available to you. Once you're done, now it's time to reassess. Go try the stairs again and see if your knee feels any better. For some people, this may immediately fix the issue. For others, it may help it feel better, but there's still discomfort. If it feels better overall, but there's still a bit of pain, that means you get to do this on a daily basis to help it feel better completely. Yay! If the painful knee goes higher, try one of these 2 exercises: Spanish squats or squat with a staggered foot position. The foot of the painful knee is behind the other foot a few inches. There are multiple ways to squat, and there's probably one that's best for you. But for our purposes today, try it this way. For Spanish squats, grab a band and wrap it around something sturdy, such as a squat rack, right about the height of your knee. Step into one end of the loop with one foot, then the other end with the other foot. Make sure the band is placed behind your knees. Scooch a few inches away from where the band is anchored so that you feel a slight tug behind your knees. Place your feet under your hips and your feet are pointed forward. Tuck your pelvis underneath you, then allow your knees to travel forward. The more your knees travel forward over your toes, the more your tucked hips should naturally drop down. Keep allowing your knees to go forward and hips drop lower until you feel discomfort in your painful knee. Once you feel pain or discomfort, stop your descent and come back up an inch, or come up enough that you no longer feel knee pain. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, then slowly come all the way up and lock out your knees for half a second at the top so that you get a really big squeeze in your quadriceps. Make sure your pelvis stays tucked under you the whole time as best you can. Take a second or 2 to rest, then do another rep. If you're doing this properly and you still feel knee pain while performing the exercise, I want you to slide the foot of your good knee forward a few inches and gently shift more weight onto your painful knee. Everything stays the exact same, just now we're forcing the quadriceps of the painful knee to engage even more. If you don't have the equipment available, here's a variation that you can try that only requires a door frame. Grab onto a door frame, place the foot of your painful knee slightly behind the other foot. Keep your pelvis tucked the entire time. Now bend your knees and allow your knees to travel forward over your toes until you feel discomfort in your knee. Come back up 1 to 2 inches, hold there for 2 to 3 seconds. Now slowly stand all the way up, keeping your pelvis tucked, and squeeze the front of your legs really hard for half a second. Relax for a second or two and repeat for 5 to 10 reps. Now it's time to try the stairs again. Keep your pelvis tucked under you while going up and down. If it feels even 1% better than it did a few minutes ago, good job, you're on the right track. Keep doing it daily or every other day to help everything start working normally. Remember, there are multiple reasons your knee could be bothering you when using stairs. These are just a couple ways to help treat it. Now, don't forget, go do the workout.